YP Snuck Seal, Jordan here with video messaging update number 5 for Wednesday, August 23rd, being put together at about 5:30 p.m. this evening. So just going to jump right into it. Here, wildfire situation update. Has been noted by those whose jobs it is to respond to states of emergencies that this has been the best tactical effort seen in at least the last 20 years. So I just wanted to start off today in a good way, by acknowledging the combined efforts by so many folks across so many jurisdictions, across so many levels of government, and especially by our own staff who have committed to making sure that the response is meeting our needs at WFN, but are also providing the supports when and where we can. I want to mention that there's over 500 firefighting personnel that were dispatched yesterday, and with smoke lifting, more air support is being provided, including air assessments. So far, the McDougall Creek fire is estimated at over 12,000 hectares. This, along with 700 hectares at Walroy Lake and 370 hectares burnt in the Clark Creek area, compose what's being referred to now as the Grouse Complex fire. So if you see Grouse Complex fire, please know that this includes what was originally stated as the McDougall Creek fire, which is where the fire originally started. Impact assessments are complete, and now the EOC is working on establishing a notification system through the courtemergency.ca website, where you will be able to type in your home address and receive a notification as to what the status of your home is. It is recognized, though, that the system acknowledges damages to homes ranging from everything from landscape damage to entire home loss. So it is recognized that the online notification system takes a lot of the person out of the communication. This isn't preferred by anybody, by the residents, by the EOC, or by anybody, but with the amount of damaged homes across the area, the amount of notifications that have to go out, and the trying to balance what's already out there in social media that may or may not be factual, this is the most effective way to get communication out quickly, and then there will be follow-ups directly in person so that supports can start to be provided. WFN is working to complete a list of the properties affected on our lands so that we can assist with a much more culturally responsive way to engage and support those who experience these unimaginable and terrible losses. So what to expect in the coming days? The weather is cooperating so far, and so work is being done to establish controls around the fire and areas where active burns are happening, and while also working towards downgrading evacuation orders to alerts. Safety is always going to be priority one, and there's so many variables that need to be considered. Also, the daily media briefings that have been provided are no longer going to take place. So WFN briefings will happen earlier in the day, so hopefully these updates can be provided to you a little bit sooner within the day, but also, as always, continue to monitor SMEMI for more up-to-date information. As far as WFN operations go, Chief Louie was able to join Mayor Milsom on a helicopter tour, and he can attest that it is truly astounding how so many homes were saved with fires burning literally in the backyard of so many homes. Right now, WFN is transitioning into recovery and response in regards to fires, and we are still in alignment with the EOC, which is great, and the City of West Kelowna. This has to be mentioned because the City of Kelowna and Lake Country are now addressing their own fires within their regions on their own, so we still have the support of the EOC. There's much more to consider, and leadership will continue to ensure our needs are being addressed and supported by all levels of government. And again, we thank our staff who have been attending the EOC on a regular basis to make sure our needs are being met. The phone lines at Lindley Building are still down. Apparently, the structural damage to our phone provider site is quite extensive, so there's still no timeline as to when these will be addressed and fixed for everybody, but please know if you call the WFN Lindley building, you'll be automatically directed to the community services building, and we have staff there to respond. But again, please be mindful that many staff are working across departments. Some are still working on in evacuation orders, so responses aren't as timely as we always want them to be, and we just ask for your patience during this time. I can assure you, though, that staff are responding as quickly as possible. Also, our health and wellness team continue to make deliveries to those in need, prioritizing those in the evacuation order spaces and households who have opened their doors to evacuees. And we are expecting another shipment of air purifiers tomorrow, and these will be distributed to those with the highest needs by our amazing public works team, who have, I mentioned yesterday, are doing their best to provide supports wherever they can. And I'm sure the health and wellness team will be there as well to help with distributions and making sure folks' needs are being met, because that's just what they've been doing all along. And so we're always supremely grateful to those folks who continue to step up and be there for our members. We also want to thank our membership services team for providing wellness checks throughout this event. Just touching base with folks is important to establish a sense of calmness, a sense of connectedness. And so please know, membership services, your efforts in this time is so greatly appreciated. Other good news to share is that the youth center is open right now. Actually, it'll be open daily, 3:30 to 8 during the week, and also summer camps. All the summer camp, after-school summer campers who weren't able to attend camp in this past little while here, summer camp will be open tomorrow, first thing in the morning, for all those who have registered for the WFN after-school summer camp. We want to give a huge thanks to our property management team and our custodians who have been working diligently to carry out deep cleans of our WFN buildings to ensure a safe return to programming can happen. There is also optimism that more evacuation orders will be downgraded to alerts so folks can return home. But please know that the West Bank Child Development Center, our daycare, still remains in the evacuation alert area and will remain closed until this changes. However, we are hoping that the daycare will be open Monday, but more updates will be provided as we move along this recovery. And so let's continue to keep good weather thoughts in our hearts and minds, so that staff can go back to work, connecting with our children, and things can get back to a bit of a sense of normalcy. So those who are able to return home to IR10, please remember that you are on a do not consume water order. This means the water is limited to flushing toilets only. Do not drink the water, do not cook or wash food with the water, and do not do laundry. We understand that this is a major inconvenience, but please know we are not the only water utility in the area under a do not consume order. This is for your health and your safety, and I can definitely assure you that our utilities team is working as diligently as possible to address the water concerns. There's just a process, and the utilities team have issued their information. So please check the WFN website and SMEMI for updates as to what's happening with utilities and what the process is. It's quite complicated, and I don't want to do it any injustice by misquoting their knowledgeable information. This being said, water can be provided upon request. Please call community services. But also the city of West Kelowna has their water station at the bottom of the hill from the West Side Waste Transfer Station. You might know it better as the dump in West Bank. It's in Shannon Lake, and it's free for water refill. So if you have your jug, you can go there and fill it up for free. And yeah, that's a good thing. We encourage all residents affected by the do not consume order to use this station at this time. But again, if you need water, let WFN know and we'll do our best to provide. Other than that, there's not much more to update at this time. We thank you for following along with these updates. We wish you good health and comfort during these difficult times. And like you, we cannot wait till we can establish a better sense of normalcy for our communities here. Thank you so much. Let's continue to pray for our firefighters. Let's continue to pray for those working on utility lines, RCMP members who are working actively to protect our communities, and especially protect those communities that aren't allowed in yet. So make sure that they're safe and all the things. And we just wish you all the best during these difficult times. Right, lim lim.